In this video, I want to show you just how easy it is to upload and format a book file using the Draft2Digital software. A lot of new self-publishers worry about this, the technology of self-publishing, so I wanted to take that worry right off your plate and show you literally how quick and simple it is to do. So I'm assuming you already have a Draft2Digital account, and so this is what it looks like when you log in. And you're going to click on My Books. You're going to click on Add New Book, and you're going to click on whether you have your cover art or not. I usually don't have mine, so I'm going to click that. Then I type in my book title. I'm going to make money writing romance. How to make money writing romance. One of my nonfiction titles. Is it a series? No. Who is the publisher? Equal Editorial Publishing. I am the author, so I type in my author name. This category right here is all about how to categorize your book. So I usually put my nonfiction books under education. Let's see, there it is right there, and then it opens up some more. So you just put in, let's see, which one to choose here. Let's just go with general, and it populates that. You have to put in at least one before to go any further. And then you fill in these other language. My language is English. Volume number. If I'm just doing one book, I don't put in volume number because it's obviously one. So I usually just leave that blank. Search terms. These are your keywords. So how to make money writing romance will be one of my keywords that I put in. And you can put in at least 7. I think it's either 5 or 7. So you've done your keyword research, so you use that. And then you put start ebook, and you're going to get to the screen where it asks you to upload your file. See, that's the title you typed in. Now it's saying upload book file. So I'm going to get my file from my desktop, from my laptop. It's a Word file. I always create my books in Word. And while it's doing that, you can type in your description. It can be between 50 word, characters and 4,000 characters long. So just for ease of getting through this, just type that in, and it automatically populates the date. Then it's going to ask you if you want to add any other non-contributor information, like if you wanted to add your editor's name or proofreader's name or an indexer's name, you do that. And then it gets to the ISBN number, and I always click give me a free one because I don't use ISBN numbers, but you have that option if you do. Then you click save, and by the time you get to this next screen, guess what? Your book has already been formatted. This is the way I formatted my book. I had a prologue chapter, then I have another little explanatory chapter, then I got to chapters 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 all the way down to chapter 19, 20, about the author. So yes, these are my chapters. If for some reason these weren't my chapters, I would click this, and Draft2Digital is going to give me some options in order to help me format it more perfectly. But usually I just go back to my Word file because my problems are usually something like I numbered the chapters wrong. So this is what Draft2Digital will spit out. It's saying, how do you want your book to look? Do you want it, is something wrong with your chapters? So you can get different options here. But like I said, I don't bother with this. I'm going to go back to my layout because my book was formatted right. But if it wasn't, I would find out where the error was, fix it in my Word file, and then re-upload my Word file. As you can see, it formats it really quickly. So like I said, mine are usually something like I misnumbered a chapter or something like that. So that looks perfect. Then I go here and I tell the program which pages I want Draft2Digital to generate for me. So it'll do a title page for you. It'll do a copyright page. You can even do a dedication page. This promotional page is here. This is if you have other books and you want to let the readers who buy your current book or this book that you're formatting know about that, you would put that in like, yes, I have other books, and it would populate that for you and put in teasers, show the other book titles. It'll even notify people who sign up to your email list, but that's via Draft2Digital. I don't check this box because I have my own email list, so I don't let them collect that information for me. And then I do, if you have an about the author page, I put one into Draft2Digital So that way I don't have to do it with every book. I have an about the author section over here, but that's part of my book file. But if it wasn't part of my book file, and I don't do that for books anymore, I would just check this and it would put that about the author page in for me, because every time you upload a book, you don't have to put that as part of your Word file. Draft2Digital will automatically put it in your book. And the same thing with about the publisher. So I'm going to click that because I do have an about the publisher on file with them. Then I click save and continue. And this is going to be the really, really fun part where you see how pretty your book looks. See how pretty it looks? Now, this is what a fiction book would look like. My romance titles. See, there's first paragraph is flush left. Successive paragraphs are indented. There's no spacing between the paragraphs. But we're talking nonfiction here. So I'm going to go over here. It says choose a style. The Draft2Digital has this whole section, and I'm going to click nonfiction, and that gives you a couple of options. I like the D2D block style. There's not much difference between that and the textbook style. See the difference between D2D block. D2D block is just has prologue here, nothing under it. If I hit textbook, it'll give me that 2 lines under it. But keep it in mind when you're doing print books, if you go on to do print books, I like to keep my files consistent, and I think about page numbers, because the more pages your book has, the more it costs you to print it when you do print books. So I don't do this little bit right here, so I just use the D2D block, and see how it spaces the paragraphs out. Now I got my chapter headings, I have spacing under it in between the paragraphs, and then you can just go through and look and see how beautifully the book is formatted. See if you could spot any errors. I go through every single page to make sure that text is not jumbled, that everything looks good. And this program even handles graphics, as you can see. This is a graphic right here that was in my Word file, formatted it beautifully. So you go through every page, and then once you do that, everything looks great. You click, you save it, and then it gets you to that screen where it asks you where you want Draft2Digital to distribute it, blah, blah, blah. But for this purpose, I just wanted to show you how quickly it formats the file. And it gives you in three file formats: MOBI, EPUB, and PDF. And you would download those to your computer and then upload them to your outlet of choice. So if I was uploading it to Amazon, I would upload the MOBI file, because that's what Amazon requires. If I was going to upload to Barnes & Noble, I would take the EPUB file. If I was uploading to Google Play, I would take the PDF file, because each one of those outlets requires a different file format. And this is what is so great about Draft2Digital. You can download these and have them on your computer and distribute them anywhere. It does all the work for you. So I don't have to use Amazon's formatting system. I don't have to use Barnes & Noble's formatting system. I used to pull my hair out trying to adhere to all of those different guidelines. With this program, you don't have to. So it does all the work for you. So I hope this has alleviated any worries you may have about formatting. You don't have to worry about it. It does all the work for you. All right, guys, get back to the lessons now. Hope you found this helpful. Bye.